Don't touch that grind.
Heard a cobra landing near the town. Thought it was an apex, but nobody was around. So I got back to my duties, then I walked into the lab. Thought I saw the Reaper leaping madly in the black. If this is my time, then I'm ready. Is this the day that I die? I thought I saw a man crawling on the floor, peering through the windows with a scanner, maybe more. So I checked back on my data and headed to the hab. Had a drink, stood by the table, and felt a gun stuck in my back. If this is my time, then I'm ready. Is this the day that I die? Just why? Somebody tell me why. I was only in the bar last night. Wasn't Vasquez from the other settlement? Just swiped me once on Tinder, didn't return her calls. I was busy refining stuff, didn't think it would matter at all. But I know she had a temper, purpose for a gun. Know that murder hobos now, leaving around and having their fun. Come on, come on, just one step nearer. Down falls the curtain. Here comes the curtain.
That was Is This the Day I Die? It's the title song from the latest NPC Holo Cinema franchise and is only available to NPC commanders. A list of questions are used to verify NPC status. The first question being, are you an NPC? And can you identify which of these pictures have invisible rocks? While the movie is off limit to commanders, don't be disappointed as the NPC reviews have been terrible, with reviewers saying such things as,
Whoa, welcome to the Dangus on Saonday, Saonday, Saonday. That's right, we're here in the we're here in the Saon system, ready for some dangaroo action. How you doing, folks? Welcome to the Saturday stream. Sunday on Saturday, every day. We sorry. Got a little excited there. But yeah, we are here in the Saon system, and if you don't know the Saon system, good, because it's very secret, and Dangus Investigations has secretly taken over this system. That's right, Dangus Investigations has expanded once more. Let me get to my ship and I'll show you. I'm playing in the Golden Dangus these days again. The Python, man, I miss it. I miss my Python. But we got Valor, we got Derek Heavy 8 here, we got Loot with his F's restored. And Takoso, how you doing, Takoso? Brat first. Brat first. And Zakao, how you doing? Thank you for the tests. The tests are always important. You must test. It's important to test in science. Do many tests. Test, and then test again. But yeah, so, if you haven't been paying attention to the BGS, because why would you? Dangus Investigations is now the ruling faction in the Saon system. This little system, I mean, let me put it this way. It ain't much, but it's ours, and that's what's important. A population of literally less than 20,000 people. That's like a small town in rural Canada, but it's all ours. This station, or this system, is home to the lovely Berry Terminal. I think the only place that has like a large landing pad is, we call it Roddy's. Where is it? Roddy's. It's called Roddy's, okay? But yeah, it may be a small system, but it's all ours. The Dangus has taken over. We actually just had a sort of secret war going on in the background. Of course, for the purposes of super secret intelligentsia, we were not broadcasting this until we got the system. But yeah, hey, we've expanded Saon, and we are now the caretakers of this system, thrusting Saon into the pleasure of anarchy. Why can't I do horror review? Oh, I guess I can only do it from here. But yeah, it's a tiny little system with little purple planets. And what is this? Class T brown dwarf. Mirror. But yeah, as you can see, there's not much going on here. But the kind of cool thing about the BGS is because the population is so low, it really doesn't take that much to move the needle. So right now we're at 34% influence, and I figured, hey, why not have a Saonday? And if we do literally like 3 missions, we'll be at 100% influence. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. So without further ado, let me go find something. If you're in the game, I am an open. Please feel free to wing up. We're gonna have to head to Radazvensky because my Python too big to fit on an outpost. But how have you guys been doing this week? How have you guys been up to? I actually was playing a little bit early in the week. I haven't been playing too much Elite outside of these streams, but we had a war going on, so I figured I'd participate. Did some ground-based combat zones, did some space-based combat zones, was having a little fun doing some pew-pew. But yeah, the results of these were ultra successful, though not mainly due to my own measure, I'll be honest. I actually lost a couple space CZs, just because, you go into a high CZ by yourself, and yeah, it could go either way. We had, I guess, like, we were in war with a federal faction, so I actually had a carrier jump in. And while I was busy trying to pew-pew the carrier, all the NPCs just, won the war. But not our NPCs. But in the end, we triumphed. It all balanced out thanks to the valiant efforts of some of, I won't name names, but you know who you are, you folks that have been doing the BGS work in the background for Dangus Investigations. Now we may reap the benefits of our reward by seeing cool little Dangus NPCs running around. So I guess, let me see here. What do we own? I think we took Berry Terminal. That's right. Yeah, Dangus Investigations now owns Berry Terminal. Now, in terms of BGS strategy, I'm not going to talk too much about it because, it's a secret. But, we will continue. Excuse me. We will continue to expand the Dangus faction as much as possible into the far reaches of the galaxy until we finally reach our destination, Raxla. Of course, no one knows where Raxla is, so our plan currently is just to expand in every possible... what do you mean 240p? It's not in 240p, is it? You should be able to... Wait, what? Isn't it 240p? Am I streaming in 240? Hold on a second. That's not right. That's not right. What? 1 second. I don't have like an option to change that. Hold on. Technical things. Is it really in 240? That would be terrible. That's like, if you were watching on your phone, you wouldn't notice. But hold on, I'm gonna put the stream live in another browser. And oh my god, I can hear myself. It's echoing. Ah! No, you can just change the quality. Just change it to 180 loop. Just click on the little gear button. And I don't know why, but YouTube sometimes does this where it defaults to like the lowest resolution. And then you just auto adjust it and there's no difference. And it's like, why did you do that, YouTube? I think like YouTube has a lot to go. I know, living in the 80s though. But oh, it is HD. Okay, cool. Like YouTube has a long way to go in terms of streaming. I've been hearing a lot of complaints from like Twitch people, which by the way, like I need to do more Twitch streams. I've been like super busy in the weeks, and it's just like, yeah, I do these Saturday streams on YouTube. I was trying to do a Sunday stream last week, and then it was just like, oh, I was too tired. But I know I need to do more Twitch stuff. But I've been hearing a lot of people that are doing Twitch. They're not happy with Twitch. Twitch is screwing up a lot of things. Like one thing that I notice on Twitch is like you get these crazy mid-roll ads in the middle of a stream. It's like you're watching someone do stuff live, and then all of a sudden, it's like ads for Doritos and Mountain Dew, and it's like that's a weird format for live, and the streamer has no control over this. Like you can do that on YouTube, but I actually have like a little toggle where I can say, no, don't interrupt my stream with ads. How dare you? How dare you, YouTube? This is live. We are live in the Dangus. This is happening in open in real time, or like on a 20-second delay, which also is like a thing on YouTube that you can't fix. So like that's where I guess Twitch is better than YouTube in terms of the connection speed. But I don't know. I do really like the Twitch chat and some of the Twitch functions. I think they work really, really well for streaming. But I think, you know, if YouTube were to make a few small tweaks in terms of like how they do their streaming side of the business, they could give Twitch a good run for its money. Like one thing that I wish that you could do on YouTube that you can do on Twitch that you can't do on YouTube is like browsing for like people that are streaming a game live, right? Like I just want to be able to click on Elite Dangerous and see all of the people that are streaming Elite Dangerous and just, you know, pop into random streams. That would be nice. But that's not how YouTube does it. They make things very difficult. Like I think it's kind of like if you stream on YouTube, it's very hard for people to find new channels to find. So if you are new, if there's someone new there that is watching out there, how the heck did you find this? Let me know. Was it through the Twitters? Oh wait, I didn't post this on Twitter. Should I post this on Twitter? I don't know. What do you can post this on Twitter? I am not good at the social media. I go on like Facebook now like twice a year. That's pretty much as much attention as that gets. I do sometimes go on the Instagram. I know about the Instagram, and I know about the Twitters. But I do not know about this TikTok. People keep saying there's this TikTok. And I'm like, is that like the Vine video? And then they go, no. And I'm like, is that like the MySpace? And they go, yes. But I think then they give me a weird look and run out of the room. So I don't know. Maybe they're just trying to get rid of me. Trying to get rid of... This guy's asking too many questions about the social medias. I just want to know what Mark Zuckerberg is up to these days. Is he he's probably at home right now in his charging pod. But anyway, yeah, so interestingly enough, and actually before we get into the missions, I was looking at Galnet when I was logging in today, as you do, you know, gotta read the news, see what the goings-on are. And I think for the first time, the space anomalies, or Stargoids, are actually in Galnet. So, like, inexplicable visual phenomena located deep space have caused extensive speculation and media interest. There's no official terminology for they're Stargoids. Like, Galnet, catch up, come on. You're like 30 days behind the community, okay? I know the Canon Discord got hacked, and that kind of, like, disrupted the flow of information, but they're called Stargoids. The most popular of which is the anomalies. No, it's not popular. You see, the mainstream media lies to you, folks. You can't listen to the mainstream media. Martin Zuckerberg? Is it Martin Zuckerberg? Martin Martinberg? I don't know this Martin Zuckerberg. Oh, like Martian Zuckerberg. Anyway, appearing as a white flare with spiraling radial arms, like a Thargoid, they emit electromagnetic feedback, which can be detected using an FSS. So I was seeing like a video actually this morning of some guy, he was like this Italian dude with this cool Italian accent, saying like Canon's been working on decoding this signal. Apparently there are like 2 curves that you can kind of see. His theory was that's Earth and the Moon. I mean, if that is the case, we're gonna have some interesting things. Like, I'm telling you, if Frontier has the balls to blow up Earth, pull a full Independence Day, or just like, what's that movie where the Earth blows up? It's with Nicolas Cage. It's called like Knowing. If you've ever, if this might spoil the movie Knowing if you haven't seen Knowing, but to be honest, it's like one of those movies where I love Nicolas Cage, but you don't need to watch this movie. The Earth blows up at the end, and if Frontier blows up the Earth, that will hit so many cool buttons on the cool button piano. Okay, I want them to blow up the Earth. As much as I love the Earth, I think it needs to get blown up in this universe, because that would get me pretty hyped. But yeah, there's no official terminator. The first anomaly was discovered beyond the permanent locked COL-70 sector, with additional signals now observed. Multiple calculations have verified the objects are moving, supposedly at faster than light speeds, aka witch space. Various estimates to their trajectories have been made, but the great distances involved defy accurate measurement. So like, what's that about? Like it's because they're zigzagging, right? They're going all over the place. But that's the mystery. Where are they going? Now, the Proteus wave would seem like the obvious place, but I think if it's not the Proteus wave, Sol is a pretty good guess. And I mean, why would the Thargoids go to Sol? Do they even know our geopolitics? And like, yeah, that may be like the birthplace of humanity, but is Sol really that important? I mean, yeah, it's got a little permit lock, and it's important to the Federation, but is Sol really that important in the grand scheme of things? There are systems with more population that are more strategically valuable than I think the Thargoids, if they were like, you know, trying to, you know, teach us a lesson, win a war, disable our systems, you know, like they could go to another system that would be like more valuable, like maybe go to Lave and blow up Lave or something like that. But it would certainly send a message if their message is just like, "Fuck you, humanity," then I think Sol would be a good target for them. But anyway, so it goes on to say these fears have been exacerbated by the claims that the Far God cult, that this is a sign of their deity's imminent arrival. So we're seeing the Far God cult pop up quite a lot in the lore. Some people have speculated that there might be potentially a power play faction for the Far God, which I think would be actually freaking awesome, because I, for one, would love to join a cult. But here's my question to you guys. If the Far God cult became a power play faction, what would be their power play weapon? Do we have like a Far God cannon? That would be freaking cool. But yeah, the engineer Kit Fowler collated several ideas during his End Times broadcast. The anomaly could be some force of hyperspace distortion generated by an exceptionally large object heading our way. Or maybe the Thargoids have built a dimensional portal which their fleets can attack anywhere. Perhaps they've fired a colossal system-destroying weapon at Sol as an act of revenge against humanity for the Proteus wave. Which, honestly, like, do they really need to take revenge for the Proteus wave? Because, like, it did not do, like, anything to them other than put them to sleepy time for, like, 2 minutes, and then they woke up and killed everyone. So, I mean, like, is that Rowenge worthy? I don't know. We've got to prepare for the very worst, people! And I think this is all just a scam for Kit Fowler to sell his engineering. I think he's just, like, trying to stir up the pot to say, come get your engineer, bring me materials. I need graphene so that I can, you know, trade with the bartenders, because that's how shit works. However, Professor Elizabeth Perez of Ryan University, I don't know if we've seen this character before, has quickly dismissed these theories. Such outlandish notions illustrate how people draw imaginary patterns between unconnected events. Scientific progress has not stopped us inventing human-centric explanations for natural phenomena, especially when experiencing feelings of guilt or paranoia. Okay, come on, Elizabeth. Like, you're not gonna say, oh, there's 3 Stargoids heading towards us that look like, you know, Thargoid signals. It's maybe just a coincidence. Yeah, alright, I buy that. Not. But yeah, other than that, Alliance Sirius Pact prepares a new task force. I think right now there's like, yeah, Aisling Duval's also like requesting those little biomorphic companions, the little critters, to be sent for like a party, but like, you know, it's Yeah, okay, trade CG with rare goods. Filler. Oh man, I gotta walk all the way that way. I like it when the landing pads are like the elevators are to the side. When you have to walk all this way, you get really tired, your legs hurt. It's leg day every day in Odyssey. Fargod PP weapon, fart cannon. Oh my god. Can you imagine though? Can you imagine if you could shoot like farts? Hey, what up, Commander Mikey? How you doing? Alright, I gotta go pick up a couple missions. Yeah, now that we've taken over the Saon system, I think it's just like, yeah, well, let's do some missions. Let's see what happens at the next Tharg's Day tick. And see if our influence shoots up to like 99%. Now, if you haven't been to Roddy's yet, it's got a beautiful layout here. What I love most about it is, of course, the lovely concourse hotel-style bar, where you can see lovely NPCs having a nice sit-down, having a nice chat. What are these guys chatting about? Your mouths are moving, but you're not saying anything. I think that's so creepy that the NPCs' mouths just randomly move. Let's see if any of these folks are from Dangus Investigations. You are not. What about you? Are you a Dangaroo? Saon brothers. Two brothers. Let's see. Are you Dangaroo? Oh my god. Damaris Pitts, Dangus Investigations. So she wants to pull the memory chip from the wreckage. Now these are actually really good missions if you're trying to grind for, what do you call it? Manufacturing instructions, because often it just leads to a satellite. I'm gonna take this, but hold on. How much does it pay? No materials, eh? So what you can do is you can say like, I never used this feature, but I think it was Coldzall last week that was telling me if you have something like manufacturing instructions and you say like, can you offer a little extra? You'll have to offer more. I'm gonna need a much better offer, which I assume is like low, medium, high. And you are successful, they will actually sometimes double the amount of rewards. I'm going to go for like, can you offer a little extra, considering I'm your boss, Damaris? Let's see if that fails.
The job done, then what the hell?
Oh yeah! There we go. We have increased our rewards. Alright, we'll do it.
Just be careful.
Swag. For Dangus. Alright, let's... And then, of course, yeah, we have a little shipyard terminal in here, but the guy's not home, so they ain't selling ships. Which I think is weird. I think it's weird that the terminal still exists. Like, they should have, like, something else there. What are you saying there, Valor? Diangwandri with Ray Gateway? Where's Ray Gateway? Is that in Saon? I don't know if there's a Ray Gateway here. Is that in the other place? Because Dangus is all over, man. We're in, like, 4 systems now? So, you know. And, of course, the good old Austin Garaki. I cannot say how pleased that you come back to us, Spatula 007. It is through your efforts we succeed. Damn right, I'm the boss! Respect. Alright, so what should we do? Ooh, there's a mission in Bologna's. I wonder, does that... Because, like, what we're trying to do with this BGS, and I don't know if this is, like... Dark Heavy, tell me to shut up if this is, like, ruining the secret strategy. But, like... The idea that, like, if you have 2 systems that have Dangus Investigations, in theory, there could be situations where you do missions that help both systems. I don't know how it all works, but I'm sure it's good. What is this? Salvage the Insight Databank. Sure, I'll do it. Take down Katya Blair. Why not? We're gonna head to Bologna's for this one. What else you got in Bologna's? Kill Parker Rios. Yeah, let's do it. I'm just gonna load up on tons of missions. What about you? Dianjura. No, that's different from what Valor said. Yep, so you're pretty much right. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it's just like, you know, once we expand to a few systems, then we can like go from Dangus to Dangus, right? We're expanding. And maybe I'll do this digital infiltration because I do like these. These are always fun to do, yeah, data spyware. Ooh, I don't want to piss these guys off, but I'm still gonna do it. Forgive me, forgive me. Oh, and then while we're there, maybe kill a bunch of people. Why can't I do this? Destination conflict. What is that? Active mission with the same destination. Oh, come on! So, like, I can't kill someone when I have to kill people there? Like, that's a little ridiculous. Alright, that's enough for land stuff. That's enough for our space legs. We're just going to load up on a lot of missions and then just, like, start knocking them off one by one. And hopefully not failing them all and actually getting negative inf, which has happened to me before. Alright, so head back to the ship. Get some ship missions. But yeah, it's been interesting to see the expansion go. Like, there was kind of a slow period where we had to keep, like, expanding from Bologna's, and Bologna's has a little bit more population than Saon. But with Saon only having 20,000 people, I mean, in theory, this is what I'd be very curious, is like, okay, if you kill one person in a system, does the population go down by 1? And if we were to say, like, spend 4 months just literally just killing people in Saon, in theory, could we reduce that population to 0? That's actually, like, an interesting experiment. Hold on, I should keep... Let's take a note of how much population we have here. It's 17,937. I'm going to write that down somewhere. Hold on. 17937. And we'll kill someone in Saon and then see what happens. Eventually. Okay, so we got a couple things here, but hold on. Let me see what else we got on the shipboard. It's been a while since I've done, like, mission running. Alright, so fight for Dangus, not for the other people. Now, one thing I love is that because we're an anarchy faction, we actually get some really cool missions. Let's see here. Here's one in Bologna's. Disable the emplacement power grid. Hell yeah. Let's do it. Barth Enterprise? I didn't care much for it anyway. Required cargo space. Oh, because I don't have cargo space. Fair enough. Let's see. Do we have any murder missions? It's mostly like disable megaship turrets, infiltrate. Okay, these ones are super easy. These ones might be worth just doing just for the money. Or maybe the mats? Refined focus crystals. Yeah, sure, why not? Disable the emplacement power grid. Always love these. They're so easy. You were out of sync. Your stream is back on the discussion of Sol's strategic importance. You were saying Dianguardi might be more strategically valuable. Oh, yeah. Like, there are so many systems that are more important than Sol. I was thinking, like I'm trying to think of, like, ones up off the top of my head, but it's hard to use the brain. Multitasking. I'm thinking, yeah, Lave. Like, what else would be important? Like, Achenar, Alioth, like, you know, even, like, if the Thargoids wanted to secure the Pleiades, like, attacking Maya and Delphi and stuff like that. Delphi, I think, is an interesting one, and this is kind of getting into Greek mythology or whatever, but, like, Zeus apparently, like, released 2 eagles or whatever, and they met at the center of the world, which was Delphi, the Omphalos Rift. Of course, there are 3 Stargoids now, so I don't know if there were 3 eagles. I mean, maybe the 3rd eagle no one knew about, not even the Greeks. What else can I do here? I want to do one more mission. Maybe disable the... Hold on. Let me look at what the materials are. See if there's anything good here. I don't know what I need, so... Security firmware patch looks good. I'll take it. Can always be traded for something better. Yeah, I need to do some grinding for, like, engineering materials. So let's see. How many missions do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10... Yeah, I think 10 missions is going to be good enough. Now, what we should probably do is do the ground ones first, in theory, because you only get 6 or 7 hours. It is kind of weird, man. Like, look at that. Like, 5 hours, 54 minutes. And then this one, it's like, yeah, you could do that 6 days. Literally 6 days to do one thing. I don't know where these guys get their information from. They'll meet at Delphi, aka Jameson. See, yeah, if they were to attack Shinrata Dezra, that would be far more valuable than just, like, Sol, you know? Because, like, Sol is basically like a tourist economy now. It's just like, you go there for nostalgia. It's like, if the Thargoids want to hurt our Fifis, then Sol, I think, will you know, that's like kicking the hornet's nest, right? Shinrata Dezra, though, people would be upset. People would be so upset. Like, a lot of commanders call Jameson Memorial their home. In fact, yeah, I'd say that that's like the main place where I go, oh no, what's going on? Target is fleeing. So basically they just went somewhere else. Whatever. That's fine. I'll track them down. They won't get away. But yeah, I really enjoy flying in the Python again. I miss this Python. It's one of my favorite ships. Even though the crates, I think, have kind of like stole my heart a little bit, I still think the Python is a good time. Just a real chunky badass of a bucket, a space bucket. But yeah, I don't know. I would say Delphi and HIP 226022 Proteus system are probably where I would say are the more likely targets. Delphi would signal like lore, and like Proteus Wave would be like fitting. Jameson's the place where I shop, that's all. Oh yeah, well I mean you get the discount, you only have to deal with other elite commanders, there's no noobs in there clogging up the system chat, and you get everything that you could possibly want. Now there is another place where you can go if you want to buy whatever your heart desires. I believe it's Isola Prospect in the Brestla system, which, you know, that's a funny system name. But yeah, if you go there, you will get everything that you could possibly want, just like Jameson Memorial. The only difference is that Jameson has a discount. So, you know, you always want to buy from discounts. You can also get discounts from the Li Rongyu systems, but you don't have that convenience. Like, if I want, you know, size 7, Isola Prospect, thank you. If I want size 7 Hatchbreaker limpets, you know, I don't want to have to go hopping from station to station trying to find them. Jameson is a one-stop shop for all your needs. Of course, you will encounter other commanders there. So, it is Dangus. But, hey, that's the name of the game. Brestla. Yeah, Brestla was a good place before I got Elite to get all that stuff. But, yeah, exactly. It's got the higher price. Like, Jameson gives you discounts, right? Because, you know, you're Elite. So, you deserve it. You did well, Commander. Now, actually, also, during the combat, I got my Mercenary rank up to Warrior. And as you can see, I'm like, maybe like a fifth of the way through Deadly. So I'm actually very, very close to becoming, finally, after years and years, Triple Elite. And then I guess get my CQC rank up, if that's even a thing. Does anyone know anyone that has Elite in CQC? I would love to have them on and ask them, you know, like, do they have a job? How do they do this? You must just sit in the CQC lobby for, like, literally 6 months. Maybe that's how you get Elite. Imagine if they gave you Elite ranking just for, like, being in the queue for CQC. Then everyone would have it. That's why I shop in my Battle Python. See, the Python is also a good ship. If you wanted to just buy modules for storage on your carrier, the Python has, like, so many slots. And you can just empty it out on your carrier, go to Jameson, buy all the stuff you need, and swap it over. Of course, I'm actually at that point where I have, I've hit my module limits. So it's actually really, really hard when I want to swap stuff out because you have too many modules. I hope that one day they can, like, increase that. Because it's, like, a limit across everywhere. Like, you can have 1,000,000 ships as long as, like, they're docked in different systems. And then you can store your modules on your ships. But you can only have, I think, like, 100 or 120 modules. It's probably like 128 because, like, you know, those numbers are fun. But you can only have that many modules on your actual, in your, like, storage or whatever. Seems like an arbitrary limit. Alright, what do I have to do at Saon 5? When you have this many missions, the hard part becomes, like, what do? It's probably, like, that. Is it that? Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's that. But yeah, the Saon system has some lovely looking planets, very purple hues here. I was actually landing on one earlier, and it was a very nice bluish planet. Okay, I think I'm going too fast. Impact Site Threat 1. These are usually little crashed satellites. But yeah, I should also take note of what our influence is. 34.1%. I'm going to write these things down. We're going to see if we can... Could you imagine, though, if you're actually able to depopulate a system? Like, if every single kill actually reduced the system population by 1, and if you killed everyone, it would just turn into an abandoned system? I mean, that would be kind of cool. And that would kind of fit with the whole grand scheme of things impacting the BGS. There are a few systems that I saw that had, like under 1,000 population. Like, in theory... maybe 8-10 hours, like, you know, if you had a team of 4, you can depopulate that entire system. What up, Ray Bobby? How you doing? 07 ding-dongs. Dingadangus. Alright, we're just coming down to this impact site. Hopefully there won't be any trouble. Sometimes you will encounter some people waiting for you at these sites, and sometimes they come in on a dropship. But that's fine. I'm ready for action. Alright. Just make it I'm coming into... Okay, there we go. That's fine. Everything's fine. Ooh, it's a circular probe. Let me land. These... Okay, one downside of the Python is it is a little bit chunky to land. Alright, so I think this is one I might need my scavenger suit for. Dumpster shrimp. Fade to black. Walking screen. Where is thing? Oh, there it is. Let's see what loot you have for me today. I'm gonna cut you open with my laser. Micro transfer. Oh, I'll take it all. At this point, I think I just need to get more loot because I have upgraded a few suits to grade 5, but I still need to mod a lot of them. And of course, modding requires materials. The problem, of course, becomes like, okay, that was the mission item. The problem becomes like, there's usually a data pad. Okay, there's a data pad. Oh! Manufacturing instructions! Oh, I feel so lucky. Anytime you see manufacturing instructions, pick those up. If you don't need them now, you will need them eventually. I mean, okay, yes, people would form murder hobo player groups to, like, depopulate systems, but isn't that kind of cool? And doesn't that create, like, emergent gameplay where you could be like, they're depopulating the system, we have to go populate it by sending, by doing, like, passenger missions or something. That could be kind of cool. Used to hang out with the mass depopulation trio. Is that actually a band name? Because that's pretty cool. All right, we got the goods. Now we gotta move on to the next place, which would be this one. I guess this is the one we're on. I thought we're. Wait, what? Are we over here or over here? What is over here? Oh, that's Roddy. Oh. Excuse me. I didn't know. But yeah, the Saon system is a little backwater, but I like the fact that we have some of these backwater systems. That's fitting with the Dangus Investigations brand. The smaller the system, the better it is on the BGS. We are not a large faction. Well, I mean, I'm not gonna tell you about the numbers because we are a stealthy, mysterious faction. So you don't know how many Dangarinos are out there, but you know it's not enough to wage a war with some of the big boys. And when it comes to BGS, like even in Bologna's, which has a pretty decent population, it takes quite a little bit of effort to get that needle to move up to expansion. But in a system like Saon, where it's only 20,000 people, like literally, if you cough on someone's face, the BGS is affected. But that's the way we like it. Small and plentiful. Alright. Just escaping this gravity well here. But yeah, I was doing some more little battle zones or whatever in Elite earlier and finding like, yeah, like Odyssey has really ironed out a lot of its kinks. I find it's like pretty good now. It's pretty good. Hold on, let me just set up some bindings here. Because I did swap out a few modules in my Python. This Python was gathering rust just sitting in my carrier, but I had to switch around some modules. I also was thinking I need to buy a Fertilance, a Mamba, an Orca, a Type 10, and the other 2 Federal ships. And then I think I should, at that point, have everything... Oh no, a Viper Mark IV. And then I think at that point I will have every ship that I can access. And then it becomes the fun part, rank grind. Ugh. Which I have to do for the Feds and the Imperials to get the Corfifi and the Cutter, which are the only 2 ships that I lack access to. But I find it amazing that, like, yeah, I've been doing this Dangus for like 7 years or whatever, and I still haven't flown a Fertilance. That is something I'm going to rectify soon. But There's no point in flying a fertile lance if you can't get engineering done on it. And of course, like prismatic shields. I need those. But I don't want to do PP power play. Don't get big though. We're trying to be small. But somehow we only get bigger. Neighbors don't like it. Like, we're not trying to be like the biggest faction out there. I just say, like, you know, let's spread the Dangus. Let's spread it to the corners of the bubble until we find Raxla. I mean, I don't care about. I don't think we need to like own every system. I think it would be nice to have a few that are you know the Dangus stamp of approval. But I think what I like is the idea that because we're an anarchy faction, that the Dangus Investigations faction can just be in a bunch of systems and be the kind of local pirate flavor, the sort of seedy underbelly of a system. And we'll like be interdicting people and being like, I'm gonna boil you up, or look at all that tasty bio waste. MDT was kind of a virtual band held together by an eclectic IRC channel. What? A virtual band? And like, when was that? I feel like they were ahead of the time. Like, are there even virtual bands today? Like bands that never meet in real life, but like get together and like play Zoom sessions or whatever? Because during the pandemic, I did go to a couple like quote unquote virtual concerts. It certainly is not the same. I'm so glad to be able to see live music again. I was at a show, was it last week or was it the week before? Who the heck was I seeing? Oh yeah, it was Lagwagon and Ignite. And that was a good show. What do you say next, Mikey? During last week, you load up in manufacturing instructions, power regulators, suit and weapon schematics, and also graphene and other materials. That's all the important stuff. It is kind of like annoying that because the material trading only applies to certain materials, there's like a whole bunch of materials that you need for practically everything. Like every suit upgrade on every type of suit requires power regulators, suit schematics. And these become these like choke points where it's like, okay, my inventory is literally stacked. I have everything I need except for these 7 things that I can only find on an RNG basis. Which leads me to like, it's like, I don't judge, like I was doing the instance relogging or whatever. Like, if you don't know about this, so like you go to this crash site, right? Let's do a relog. Let's see what happens. I should have done one where those manufacturing instructions were, but maybe there'll be some here. I'm going to show you this tactic. If you don't know this, get ready. This is the secret sauce. This will ease your BGS troubles. Oh, wait, I think this is a crash site, not a satellite. Okay, well, if this... Excuse me. Sorry. Okay, there we go. We're good. We're good. We're good, fam. Okay, what's up with my shields? They're really weak. I think I probably put the wrong shields on this thing. Python needs thick and chunky shields. But yeah, if it were a satellite, then what you could do is just raid the data pad, don't take the mission item, log out to the menu, and then just log back in, and everything will be good. Oh, I think I might need the SRV for this one. Hold on. Let me see. Goodies? Goodies? Infinity. I think I might need universal translators for something. What this? Whee! I do love how these go like that. Oh, I could cut this open. Yeah, I'm gonna need the SRV for this one. Slice and dice. Oh yeah, so I just finished the latest season of Cobra Kai, by the way. If you don't know the show Cobra Kai, it's, I think, one of my favorite shows in a long time. I am absolutely in love with it. It is great. The characters are hilarious. It's like, they got everyone back from the old Karate Kid movies to reprise their roles. And it's so well written. The melodrama is extremely high, but I wouldn't have it any other way. It's like, no one cares that much about karate in the real world, but if you haven't watched Cobra Kai, it is just such a pleasure. And every season, it's just like they're nailing it. Really, really good show. Give me the loot! Give it to me! Everything. Except I don't know. I don't want that. I don't want deregulated power junk. Oh, there's only one panel on this. Is there anything there? Sometimes there are panels on the underside. Can you imagine though if I could get in here and walk around, even just like give us ship interiors for like the crash ships, so we could use our imagination? That would be cool. Okay, I'm gonna need my SRV. Oh, look, a body. Hello. Ooh, yeah, look at that face. She's seen better days. Hope your rebuy was smooth. I do love it how the bodies are just lying out there. It's like if you look at where the body is, it's like she fell out of the cockpit and landed there. Where's the chair? There's no chair there. Where'd the chair go? Maybe some salvagers came earlier and took the chair, but left the body. Chairs are valuable commodities. It's probably the most valuable thing. Every commander needs one. Okay, Scarab. Is she single? I'd say she's divorced from life at this point. It's a shame though. I guess like that is the thing. Like you need like oxygen and stuff to like decompose. So like, if you were to like land and die on a planet, like your body's gonna be there forever. It's basically yeah, you are now a permanent installation on the planet. Okay, so I think I have to scan this comms control. Oh no, wait, this is search the containers and find the item. Oh. So wait, what did that do? All links established. Intel package. Oh, that just gives you like a bunch of like useless credits. But these things are cool. You can get like mats from them. It kind of eases the grind. Like some zinc does the body good. Vanadium. What else we got here? Ooh, tellurium. I'll take that. And zirconium's another good one that like you don't find that often. Of course, the problem is like it's so weird because you cut these things open and then you have to pick them up with your SRV, but you can get really stuck on that little the stand or whatever. I wish there was a way to kind of just like blow it up with a rocket launcher. But yeah, that's my tip. Is just hover over the materials and then just like select them and everything will be fine. So I'm guessing the thing we need is in that locked container, but that's okay. I should have e-breaches. The secret order of the chair. Chairman of the board. I am from the Chair Society. Please sit down. Not on that chair. That is our ritual chair. Okay, what do you have to do here? Manage inventory. It's kind of annoying that you have to like manually transfer the e-breaches. I guess like the reason for that is because they are illegal. But I always forget. All right, what do we need? Was that it? Inside databank? Cool. I'll take all this other crap. Why not? Just put it in my pockets. It would also be cool if I could like just pick the you know what, I could move them all away from the thing that you get stuck on. Actually, that's a good idea. Wait, where'd it go? No, 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 no! Don't sink it to the ground. No! Wait, what? It's like bobbing back and forth. Come back. Okay, that didn't work. That didn't work well. The ground is the greatest mystery of them all. Oh, wait, cargo scoop. That's another thing, too, is if you get out of your SRV, your cargo scoop, if it was down, magically retracts. Someone always keep track of. Ooh, manganese. Yeah, might as well grind these materials while you're here. It's kind of kill two birds with one stone. So that way, when I do buy my FDL, I can actually engineer it. Because a non-engineered FDL is like, it's noob style. You don't want to do that. Forgetting e-breaches is like forgetting limpets. Well, not quite, because like, you could just go to your SRV and get e-breaches as long as you have them in stock. But when you forget limpets, you got to go all the way back to a station. Or manufacture them with materials. So I feel like forgetting limpets is the ultimate travesty. Forgetting e-breaches though, that's like, that happens to me every time. Okay, I think we have everything here. Oh, ship data core. I'll scan that. Maybe there'll be some sweet, sweet data materials. What you got for me? Anything? No? No? Data encrypted. So yeah, you get like little intel packages. Anything else good here? Wait, what is that? Commando. Wait, what? Oh no! We've been here too long. They've sent the reinforcements. Run away! I mean, you guys run away. I love how they all come down in one big group and you can just like plow into them. Excuse me, sir. Oh, he didn't die. He's a tough mutter. Yeah. There we go. Anyone else? Oh, yeah, we got one more. Now, what I would love to see is like NPCs in SRVs. I would like to have like an SRV battle. Oh wow, he went flying. Some say the body is still flying to this day. Can you imagine launching a body into orbit? Alright, well, we got what we came for. Let us board the Golden Dangus. And I think that's everything that we need to do in Saon. So we'll just go do the other missions outside and then we'll be back here. But let me just double check. Yeah. Alright, now where the heck is Dangus Investigations going to take us? Oh, we're going to quite a few different systems. The way I like to do these is I like to start furthest away and then kind of work my way back. So we'll start with whatever that place was. And away. But yeah, the Stargroids are coming, and I feel like if you're gonna do any engineering, like if you've got anything on your to-do checklist, do it now because we don't know quite what's gonna happen. And I think one of the I'm not sure if it was a developer. Again, I haven't been able to watch the Frontier streams lately. Thankfully, I've been like, you know, we have lovely services like the Burr Pit that will summarize these things. I was watching the latest Burr Pit video, and they were saying like one of the people that was involved with Elite, I can't remember who, but she said something to the thing of like the Thargoid battle is going to escalate to a level that we have never seen before. And yeah, I mean, in theory, blowing up Sol, blowing up Shinrada Dezra, who knows, right? Maybe an engineer will die. Maybe a power play faction will die. If you don't have the stuff that if you have not unlocked the things that you want to unlock, I would suggest you get a move on that because, hey, you might not have time. You might not have the ability. We don't know where Frontier is going with this Aftermath saga, but I think it's going to be pretty big. Now, the irony, of course, will be like, it'll probably come with new grind. They'll be like, in order to defeat the Thargoid mothership, you must bring 80 units of graphene and 25 micro-controlling Hoover hosers, and you have to bring them and dump them into our piggy bank. And then we'll give you the key. What do I have to do here? What is the mission? Oh, it's this one. Okay. Infiltrate a megaship. You! There it is. Okay. It's not even that far away. That's wonderful. Now, these megaship missions are actually, like, super freaking easy. You just gotta go up and data link scan them. Actually, let me make sure my data link scanner is... 2. Okay. I gotcha. But these missions are a nice way to get to know your neighborhood, your local neighbors in the galactic cluster. Of course, you know, when you're going around doing anarchy missions, they're typically not friendly interactions, but hey, that makes it fun. Yeah, we gotta kill some people, infiltrate some people, breach a base network. I'm looking forward to that one. I always love those. It's sneakiness. I love being the sneakiness. But these megaship, the megaship infiltration, and then the ones where you have to go down to the base and like disable the power grid, So easy. It's literally just go there, scan it, or boop it, and you're done. It's free money, basically. If you can stack them, hey, all the better. Unfortunately, if Frontier finds out, they're going to shut it down, because Frontier don't want you to make money without putting in hours and hours of effort. Because they get paid per hour, right? Every hour that you play, a Frontier employee gets a bagel. That's how they get fed. Their salary is determined by playtime. Wouldn't that be weird, though? It would be extremely awkward and... like, if you work for a company and they're like, yeah, you're going to design this game, and the more people play, the more you get paid. It's like, they would resort to some sneaky things. They would just, like, make everything Hutton orbital length away. So you'd all have to spend hours and hours in Super Cruise. Alright, dropping in on this Sagan class traveler. I can't remember what the Sagan classes look like. We're about to find out. What you got for me? Ooh. I like it, it's got rings. Oh, it's a tourist ship. Yeah, some of the mega ship designs are actually super cool. Alright, let's begin the scans. Tell me your secrets. Okay. And now I have to interrogate data link. Okay. Anyone see it? You see a data link anywhere? It's a kind of stubby mega ship, eh? It's kind of like a... It's not really a mega ship, more like a minor ship, really. Okay, data link. Ship log uplink, is that it? Infiltrate the ship logs. Tell me where they've been. I want the captain's logs. We're gonna bribe this. We're gonna bribe this captain. Ooh, is my Python gonna fit in here? Did I just... Why is it cold? Did I hit the heatsink button? Oops. Oops. What you got for me? Mission successful. We got useful information from your hack, quote unquote. Flight operations plan. So this tells you where... I love how you actually do get to see these like little lists of where these ships go to. Uh-oh. I think I might be stuck. Okay, boost. 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 Oh. I felt like Luke Skywalker there for a second. Soul Starways. All the comforts of your own ship without any of the hassles. Do tourist orcas ever get interdicted for military inspection? I think this is all we have to do in this one. Hey, what up, SP4H? How you doing? We are done with this HIP system. Alright, who's next on the chopping block? Maybe Satio. And like, look at all the... Oh, I want to get into this. We gotta get Dangus into this system. Dejan Dan Durun. Dejan Durun. Okay, can we... Dark Heavy, make a note of this. How do we get the BGS in here? Dejan Dan Durun. Dejan Dan Durun. Okay, that's a great system name. We're actually not that far. Like, we are in, right now, Bologna's, Hunpee, which is another little backwater, Saon, and then there's one more. Which one is it? Acant's even. Acant's even. Hardpoint's deployed. How dare you? Alright, moving on. So that's like 3 missions down, 7 more to go. Bingo, bango, bongo. I like this, the idea of like mission running. It is kind of like the missions give you little purpose, right? It's like you go into the game and it's this big open thing. You take a bunch of missions, now you have stuff to do. It does all your thinking for you. Sometimes I do think this is the problem that I think a lot of commanders face, especially new commanders, is like you get into Elite and then you're like, what do I do? And it's like there's so much to do, but like it's kind of overwhelming and it does not hold your hand. Like, if you're good at like goggle foo, you can go on the internet and find like, oh yeah, okay, like there's a cool thing to do in this system or whatever. But if you were just like in game, there's pretty much like the mission board, right? Like I think something like exploration, you pick a direction, you just go, right? Or you know, find some cool sites. Again, exploration's even better if you know how to goggle and you can like find certain key systems that are like, you know, like, hey, a cool planetary nebula. Make that your target and then just explore on the way, right? But yeah, I find like taking missions, it kind of like determines what you're doing. And then it's just like, follow the steps. But sometimes it can be overwhelming, the amount of choice that we have in this universe. Alright, anything looking good? Yeah, okay. Here, installation. Okay, so what do I have to do here? Is this the disable the emplacement power grid? No. Yes, it is. So these ones are actually, I'll show you my advanced technique for this. 11,000 light seconds, oh my god. What's this system like? This is also a good way to get to know the neighboring systems. Forward orbital. This is kind of an odd one with only one station in here, and it's the furthest one. It also seems to be on like a weird orbit. Yeah, like that is on a little bit of a, what do you call it, eccentric orbit? It's not on the plane. Like snakes on an orbital plane. Oh my god, I should do that as an episode. Snakes on a plane, an orbital plane. Do you think there are space snakes? Like we always see like in sci-fi there's like space whales and stuff like that. But like what about space snakes? That'd be good for like an Indiana Jones I hate space snakes. Space snakes. I hate space snakes. I don't know why that's funny to me. Alright, we gotta go blow up this PP at the Kier installation. We're making good progress though. Yeah, I won't be able to stream too long today. I've got to kind of cut it off like by like 4 o'clock, 4:30 at the latest, which is like an hour and a half. I'm like, I'm not going to not stream, but I'm going to visit some friends out in the country. Down in the country where they ride the ATVs and they eat squirrels and roadkill. And we're going to make a fire in the backyard and roast some hot dogs before the weather gets too cold. Cletus. They get everywhere. Space snakes. I think it would be cool though. I would love to see Elite add in, and this would be like especially cool for exploration, but like add in space-based creatures. And maybe like they kind of have this with like the stellar anomalies and whatever. Like you get close to them and they zap you with electricity. I want to see more stuff like that. Things that like maybe like, oh, the heat of your ship is attractive to them, so they crawl in and start clogging up the heat vents, and your ship will start overheating. And you have to like use heat sinks or cool down to like get them to get off your back. Or maybe like, oh man, I've been watching a lot of Star Trek lately, like the original series, and I watched the Doomsday Machine the last weekend. I'm like, we need a Doomsday Machine in Elite. Just like, imagine if there was a community goal that wasn't like trading and bounty hunting, but it was like, we found like a Doomsday Machine from that probably was sent from the Andromeda Galaxy. It's not Thargoid, it's not Guardian, but it's like eating and crumbling planets, and it's coming towards Earth. And we need like commanders to stop it. Right? Like, think about like that as a community goal. Stuff like that I would be like all over. It would be amazing. This is the Elite that we need, but not the one that we deserve. Instead we just get rare trade goods CGs again and again and again. Although, you know, I gotta give Frontier credit. They have stepped up some really cool plot stuff. Though, it does feel like it takes, like, months between some plot points. Like, I feel like the whole Salvation firing the Proteus cannon, it feels like it was literally, like, a year ago. And it's like, by the time the Stargoids get here, I know it's only going to be like a month, because, you know, big November update, but it literally feels like a year in space-time. More Dangus stuff. Love the idea that current critters defend themselves. Oh yeah, like I love the fact that there's like dangerous space anomalies, but I'm talking like, imagine you were just flying in Super Cruise, and instead of getting interdicted, it's like, hey, we dropped out of Super Cruise. Why? Because there's a bunch of space snakes on the hull, and maybe in that case, you have to heat up your hull, like just like go silent running, and heat up to like kill them, and then maybe they drop loot, and then you can eat the space snakes for dinner. I love stuff like that. That would be so cool. Or like, hey, maybe we just found a random signal source with a pod of lonely space whales, and we can like swim with them, and they'll be like trying to, you know, if you're flying in a dolphin, maybe they'll try and mate with you. It'll be awkward. You'll smoke a cigarette and then never call each other. Can't go to Gingerun because it's more than 20 light years from Bologna's. Has 7 factions, 2 other PMFs. Well, what if we convince the other PMFs to like get out of there and evict one of the NPC factions, and then like, this is long-term goals, Dark Heavy. This is long-term goals. We're gonna need more people though. If you want to help with the Dangus BGS, please contact us at 1-800-DANGUS 562. Is that a phone number? Latch is like 100p years ago, but that, what are you talking about? Latch is like 100p years ago, but I don't know. But the innie I would help with, that innie, what? Loot, you're not making sense no more. Loot's sense has become effed. Emplacement powder grid. Where it be? Where does it be? Yeah. Trespassing. What am I targeting? Is that it? Yeah. Whatever. Oh, defense turrets. Ooh, I didn't think about that. There is power grid. I'm stuck. Landing gear. Why? Uh-oh. Hold on. That's the power grid all the way over here? Boop! I booped it and it did not die. Okay, okay, we will try shooting it. Okay, that did the trick. Now run away before we die. Do not hit ground. Is that mission update? Mission successful. Okay, we need shields again. Okay, that was a little scary, actually. Those stupid tree pods can ram you. A flock of them took down my shields and got the hull down to 20%. What tree pods? I need to see these tree pods. I've never actually seen these tree pods. Do we have anything else to do in this system? That is a good question. Doobie-doobie-doo. Nope, we're good. What are we supposed to do? What are we supposed to use, man? Harsh language? We could use, interpretive dance. Maybe we could, intimidate them with our disco moves. Oh, do I have to go to the other side of the planet? I hate when this happens. It's so embarrassing. No, I'm shopping right now. Oh, you're typing on your phone? I was doing that the other day and I was like I was literally like, had like, T8560. These aren't even words anymore. You meant CG 1000 years ago and I would help. The last CG was like 1,000 years ago that you would help with. Yeah, I mean, like, they kind of lose a little bit of their luster when they are repetitive. And it's like, trade CGs, I don't know what percentage of elite people are like, oh yeah, I love trading, man. Like, I mean, fair enough, trading is the only rank that I have Elite 5 in, which is insane when you think about it, thanks to the lovely Golconda CG, which, in my opinion, was the best CG. The best CG ever, and it's a shame that I still feel, my theory to this day is that it was not intentional. Like, someone effed up, put an extra 0 on the rewards, and created the greatest moment in Elite Dangerous history, and yet it will probably never happen again. And that makes me sad, because I got bills to pay, man. I got a fleet carrier sucking up my credits every week. Like, what? Oh, sorry, I'm jumping. Like, let me show you this upkeep. It's insane. I mean, yeah, I'm a billionaire, so I don't really care about it, but man, you did a trade CG, maybe 2. I mean, okay, sometimes the trade CGs are okay, but it's always the same. And it's like, if they were like they had 2 trade CGs a year kind of thing, I think, like, yeah, maybe, and they were big payouts. Like, this is, I think, what they need to do is, like, the CGs need to be huge payouts, right? Like, you need to really be incentivized to want to care about them. Alright, I gotta go here. What's there? What do I have to do here? Like, if the trade CGs were, like, massive payouts, then everyone would do them, and then it would create, like, good piracy opportunities. And that's the other thing, is they always have a trade CG and a bounty hunting CG. When do we have piracy CGs, right? Where they're like, bring me stolen shit, right? And it's like, have a trade CG and a piracy CG in the same system. Have, like, a pirate mega ship. So, like, you know, you intercept the people, take their cargo that's stolen, bring it to the mega ship, and you get the pirate reward, right? And make the pirate reward, like, even bigger than the trade reward. And then you create, like, some fun interactions. But when it's like trade and bounty hunting, you know, it's basically just like they're kind of disconnected, and then you just get gankers. Because, like, you know, if pirates blow up their, you know, person or whatever, they don't get the loot. They get no reward other than the satisfaction of murdering someone. Piracy CG open only. Oh yeah. Well, I mean, in theory, you could pirate NPCs, but, like, are the NPCs going to have the cargo that you need for the CG? No. So it's kind of like a natural way to encourage people to go into open. The problem is, of course, the traders then will go to solo, because so many people do that. I do not. I mean, okay, I do it sometimes. When I'm just like, I don't want to be bothered, and there's, like, way high stakes, and I'm just like, I don't want to waste my time, I will go to solo and do that sort of stuff, but, like, 90% of the time I like being in open for the thrills. It's fun. This is a cool little ring, man. And, like, by little, I'm kind of, like, making a point. That's a huge ring. That looks like a vinyl. Okay, can you imagine if Frontier designed a ring that was, like, actually like a vinyl, and if you were to, like, run your scanner over it, you could play, like, some Led Zeppelin tunes. How cool would that be? That is a huge ring. This might look actually really cool from the planet surface. Pirate reward with a multiplier for not killing the other player. Yeah, I think, like, well, okay, because, like, correct me if I'm wrong, but, like, assault and murder are not the same thing. Like, you know, like, it is, like, murder is, like, if you finish the assault kind of thing. But, like, I feel like assault should be massively reduced. Because, like, I accidentally assault things many times in a regular play session. That actually happened to me while I was doing a combat zone early in the week in Saon. I don't know what I did, but I guess I must have shot one of my fellow NPCs, and everything turned red, and they were all shooting at me. That was the CG I failed too, so I don't know, maybe that's why I failed, because I pissed off both sides. And it's like, I feel like assault is like, without the follow-through, assault should be decriminalized. I think it's like, maybe you get a minor fine for it, but then the fines can be paid off, right? Like, you shouldn't get a bounty for assaulting people. That's just wrong. And technically, in a legal sense, like, assault is just like the threat of assault. Like, battery is the follow-through, right? So, like, I should be able to shoot someone in their cargo, their special cargo area, You know what I'm saying. But shoot them in their special cargo area to decargonate them without having to worry about the galactic legal system putting me into the thralls of crime and punishment. Like, one just hopes that one day they'll change the crime and punishment system and make it not so terrible. Okay, what am I doing here, by the way? Is this like, do I have to disable a power grid? Is this the one where I have to... Do I have to kill people? Oh, no, this is the spy one. Okay, cool. I like it. I like spy. I have to put, I have to implant the pornography on the station chief's computer so that his wife will see it, and then he'll get removed. It's super secret. Okay, I'm not gonna land on the pad because you know what? Pads are for sissies. That's what we do. Okay. So upload malware. I love how it's like, okay, in the future you have to upload malware. It's like, dude, like in 2022 you could just like send it over the internet, right? Why don't we just send him an email and say, hey, you've won the lottery. Just click this link to redeem your special prize of $5 billion. I am the Prince of the Nigeria system, and I just need help moving all my money so that the tax authorities don't see me. If you could just give me your bank account number, I will deposit the money on a Tuesday. Or maybe on a Saonday. Oh! Alright, I need probably access. So let's see, any easy pickings for access? So I'm not used to this, ooh, what we got over there? Ooh, she's a mission giver. Oh, what about you? Clara McDaniel, they don't even give you level 1? Uh-oh. Who's targeting me for a scan? I'm afraid I can't let this happen because I have malware on me. So we're gonna have to take you out.
You're not allowed to use that here.
Oops. My hand slipped. Okay, now we're gonna have to murder everyone. Oh boy. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean for this to end this way. Oops. But now everyone's gonna have to die. I mean, this didn't say, like, don't raise the alarm, right? Because I think the alarm just went off. Oh, I'm so sorry! I didn't mean for this to happen. But you must improvise. Oh my god, okay. How many people am I gonna have to murder here? It says, they're like, yeah, put malware on the computer. If people happen to die, then, you know, things can happen. After all this, you grenaded yourself, you dumbass. Ah! Shotgun lady. Probably would be better to have a combat suit for this, but, oh my. The roofs are usually kind of safe, but they can get up here. I hate when they get up here in big groups, too. Oh, hi. I'm sorry! I need to get these alarms off because, honestly, they're just gonna send reinforcements, aren't they? Oh, hi! Listen, guys, this is all a big misunderstanding. If we could just, like, stop shooting each other. Like, I didn't want this. I will follow through because you're shooting at me. Like, my goal was not to... I just wanted to give you a computer virus. Look what you're making me do. Oh god. Okay, sniper. Okay, I need access. I need a corpse with that. Oh, level 3. Okay. I will take your access. Like, I was gonna do one murder, but that was the limit. Now I have to murder everyone, and it's all your fault. If I turn out the power... Oh no, because that will, Oh, hi. I'm sorry. I can't turn out the power until I've put my firmware... I have to do it to data port 1. This is power data port 1. That's not... Oh, hi. Oh. I also should start thinking about ammo soon. You're grenading your own power plant. Like, do you people know health and safety? Oops, I accidentally turned my shields off. Oh boy, we got reinforcements. Okay, time to boogie. We gotta find that alarm. I'm going to also just... Oh, come on! I don't want to do this. Look what you're making me do. What kind of... Disable the security system at night. Yeah, I'm trying to find the security there. Hi, Mike Waterfield. How you doing? Yeah, open is the way that I prefer to play. Okay, here we go. Here we go. It's one of these doohickeys. Yoink. Alright, you want it? Why do you not have shields? That guy was also a pilot, like... Hi. Yeah, I'm sorry. This wasn't supposed to go down like this, but... This is how things happen sometimes. Security data port 1. Okay, this is where we need to upload. So, let's just take the data. Oh, come on. I've already killed like 17 people. Do you really think... Okay, maybe you do think, because there's actually quite a lot of you. But do you really think you're all gonna live? Because, like, I am an elite commander from the space. Die. Okay, sorry, I'm like having trouble looking at the chat. Okay, so can I put the spyware here? Security data port... Seriously! Like, just stop it! I don't want to murder you people. You could just walk away and just, like, no witnesses. Okay, now I'm gonna murder everyone. You, upload. There's your virus. Oh, hi! I didn't see you there. I love it when they pull out grenades. I see you, Ray Mobula. How you doing? You going off? You going shopping? Okay, while we have a brief respite, might as well loot this place dry. It's like all we found were a pile of bodies and a virus on the computer. Oh, that's crap. I don't want personal documents. Give me scoot schematics! What kind of yut are you? Are you trying to say nut, by the way? I mean, I now will be, like, systematically killing everyone. But that wasn't my goal here. I just wanted to screw up the computer. That's a weapon thingy. That's a thing that I need. And graphene. All just, like, convenient. Like, why would you put a weapon component in a prison cell? It's like maybe someone sent it inside of a cake. We accomplished the mission. And, a few people died. Yes, but, it was all for a good cause. Give me that. Oh no, maybe this was a trap. They're like, oh no, I can't get out. Okay, there we go. It is kind of funny though. Sometimes you do go up to those doors and they don't open immediately. And that sense of panic just starts to overwhelm you. You know, I was gonna not loot you guys, but you tried to murder me. Ooh, I'm just thinking, I hope they haven't, like, killed my ship. Because I wasn't really paying attention, and my ship could blow up. By the way, good evening. Good evening. Alright. Dorm. Welcome to the dorm. Yoink. Union membership, sure. And then I can file a worker's health place safety concern. Is that ammo? Okay, yeah, I do need ammo. By the way, there is the golden Dangus. She looks very pretty. She's doing okay. No one's blown her up. That's wonderful. That's wonderful news. What this? I'll take. Oh, I should probably actually heal. There we go. Yeah, it's getting awfully quiet. I think I have murdered most of the people here. I mean, to be honest, I'll be able to sleep tonight. It's okay. They shot first. I mean, well, I shot first. I only shot one of them. I don't need that. I'm going to take their power regulator, because, well, that's just be how we do things. First, actually, these extraction places usually have pretty good loot. Hello. Taking all the stuff. Ooh, yeah, carbon fiber plating. Just take everything. Ah, Ray Mobula's back. How was your trip, Ray?
Checking out something I heard. See anything here? Gonna keep looking.
I don't see anything here. You won't see anything anymore, sir. Not after I'm finished with you. Ooh, the tungsten carbide. And titanium. Yeah, from these industrial buildings, this is where you get all the good shit. Ooh! Sometimes... Oh my god, okay, RNG's is kind today. If you are looking for a good place to loot, though, in the Aya Bulu system, Arise Mine, A-R-A-I, or something like that, that place has like 8 people, and nobody's in the security office. So you can get down there, shut off the alarms. Oh, yeah. Ionized gas, you always need that for the laser weapon updates. I think I need G-meds right now. What the hell, I'm just take everything. I can always sell it to a bartender if I don't need it. But yeah, Ayabulu is where the looting's at, man. That's a system that you can just pillage over and over and over again to your heart's content. Get basically like 90% of everything you need. Okay, I think I got all the good stuff. Alright. Oh. I don't know. I should have, there is a program called, what is it? EDDD. It's like ED Odyssey Helper, Material Helper. And that, if you have it active, it will tell you when you pick up a bad item. Like there are some items that literally have no use in the game. Which leads me to wonder, why did they do that? Why did they put in items that you literally can't do anything with, except they take up your inventory space? I think I already got... Is there a body on the floor? I swear I killed a guy over here. Where does the body go? Alright, I want your power regulator. And then we can move on. First of all, let me get some power. We will start the operation. Did I already get the stuff here? Yeah. Okay, usually there are charge ports up here. Yeah. Give me that sweet, sweet juice. Base defense staff needs to be tougher. During beta, I died N times more. I mean, I think it should depend on, I think, like, the system. And if, like, it's a system where it's high security, then yeah, they should definitely be tougher, like higher ranks, more of them. If it's low security, then I think it makes... Scoot schematic! If it's low security, then I think, like, yeah, it makes sense to have them be, like, a bunch of newbies, not many of them. But yeah, I think you're right, Ray. It's like, it generally feels too easy. Like, they could up it a little bit, but... Like I said, I think it's like, if it depends on the state, right? If it's a backwater system... Oh, scoot schematic! Weapon schematic. Getting all the loot today. Yeah, like if it is, and hold on, the one thing you want to do is you want to short these doors. while the power's still on. Because otherwise, you're going to have to power these up later. And you won't want to do that. And now let's go get some more free juice. I find it amazing that one power regulator just can power the entire base. It's a little unrealistic. I mean, if that is the case, like these power regulators are that powerful, then they should be worth a heck of a lot more. Or at least, like, because then, like, it's like, okay, this entire base, like this room, the extraction center, the mining lasers, the hab, everything runs off this one power regulator. To upgrade your suit, you need 25. What? Like, how powerful are these suits that I need 25 power regulators for a grade 5 upgrade? It doesn't make no sense. It's just literally, that's where I'm telling you, these developers, they're getting paid by the hour that we play. Every hour that you play Elite Dangerous, a developer gets a sandwich. Maybe it's the other way around. People are more aggro and powered up in low security systems. Well, okay, like in low security systems, I could see it being like yeah, maybe you've got some guards that have like banned weaponry and stuff like that. Like maybe like they're like, yeah, like they have biological weapons or yeah, maybe they shoot first. But yeah, I mean like whatever the factor is, I think like I like the idea that there are some bases that are harder to get into than others. And it's based around like security levels. But I do feel like the high security places, they're not really like that dangerous. Or Dangus, if you will. Alright, give me the loot! Give me the loot! Ooh. I always need power regulators. Can I put anything in there? What can I put in there? G-meds? I love that you can actually put G-meds in there. We are powered on G fuel. Can you imagine? What if you put an unclassified relic in there? Wait, you can't hold unclassified relics in your inventory, in your suit inventory. But like, wouldn't that be cool? If like, what would happen if you put an unclassified relic into a power regulator slot? Okay, it's time to actually. There seems to be something that wants to be murdered. Oh, it's a sentry. No witnesses. Die, 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 die. Okay, hold still. Oh, well, thank you. Okay, where's my ship? It's this way. Anything in the box? What's in the box? Nothing. Did I murder everyone? Because I don't see anyone. Oh boy. I mean, I kind of feel a little guilty. This is supposed to be like a stealthy spyware mission. Instead it turned into a massacre. But that's okay, because we have a couple massacre missions, so that's good practice. Okay, back to the ship. Such a pretty Python. I really like the paint job for this. I should buy the damn hazard pack. No. Just bored. I should buy the hazard pack for the Python. The hazard ship kits or whatever are actually freaking dope. Oh, whoa. Now the skimmer has a problem with me. You know what? I said no witnesses, right? Where you at? Where you at, skimmer? Come here. Come here. Yep. Oh, shoot! That knocked out my shields. One little skimmer? Oh my god. Okay, run away, run away, run away. But yeah, there's no more witnesses. Excellent. I find it hilarious though, if you ram the skimmers, they knock out your shields, and they send you, they like knock out your engines too. You're kind of like helpless for a couple moments. And I think I actually have to go. The hardest guy in any base should be the cook. Oh, 100%. You have like a Steven Seagal Under Siege kind of scenario. Oh, that would be so awesome. Yeah, I would love that. Like even that's a fun little Easter egg. I would go for that though. Excuse me, I got the hiccups here. Okay, so we apparently have to go to the Knolls. What do I have to do there though? Is that no? No. Well, it's not a mega ship. Oh yeah, okay, so I literally have to just go over here and kill people. Okay. Well, since we know that we're gonna have to kill people, we're gonna need our Funtime Happy suit. Since we're going in specifically for murder, it's not a side dish this time, it's the main course. I like it how I got 2 missions on the same planet though. Just gliding on over. Okay, I'm going too fast. Slow down. Simmer down there. It is a little bit harder. Yeah, I wish that we had a better view of those massive rings though. Kind of can't really see because we're like head on with them, which is normal because of like orbital mechanics. What do they call it? Like reciprocal velocity, or what do they call it? Centrifugal forces. I don't know the name of it. Angular momentum. It's the thing where like the figure skater like pulls in their arms to go faster, and that's why everything is on orbitable planes. Orbitable planes. Can you tell that I really know my science with all the fancy words and jargon I'm using? Knolls. Knolls Excavation Enterprise. Key. So this time we just have to go in and murder everyone, so that keeps things simple. Keeps my conscience clear. I could say I was doing it because the mission told me to, not because I accidentally murdered everyone. I will sleep well at night. But yeah, that's another thing I noticed too, is there are no kitchens in ground bases, right? You have like what look like food dispenser materials, but there's no like clear designated cooking area. And I think that's a huge detail missed, right? They do have bathrooms though. It's like we know they do eat, and we know where they go after they eat when they need to pass the food on to its next phase. And like to get rid of their bio waste, do they have to do like do they just have like missions where ships come and pick up the bio waste, or do they have any kind of like bio waste orbital gun? You can just shoot the bio waste into the star. I guess you would want to use it. You would want to recycle it. Use it as fertilizer, right? All right. It's murder time. All right, shields up. Let's do this. So eliminate settlement occupants. 13. Okay. That seems easy. Hello? Anybody home? Hello, sir. I'm here to murder you. And I will loot everything that you have not nailed down. Ooh. Oh, hi. Hey. Digital designs. I think those are useful for some things. Yeah. I don't mind the alarms going off, because then that means they're all going to come to me. Make it easier for me. I don't want to go around finding you. You come to me. Let a couple shots off in the air. Oh. I wonder if I could like Sparta him back into the mining laser. That would be cool. Yeah, maybe I'll just like hang around this laser. Try to push some of these bozos in there. Hey, you! Yeah, come this way. Come this way. Come over here. Come closer. coming? Oh, hi. No, go back this way. Go back. Go back into the laser. Oh, come on. Alright, fine. We'll do this the old-fashioned way with guns. Do you guys feel like, we have lasers and we have kinetic weapons, but I would like more sci-fi variety guns. I would like to see more random space guns. What up, Giz? How you doing, man? How you been? Oh, I don't have the little dingle-dangle laser fun time. Okay, maybe this guy I can push into the laser.
To get an angle on him.
Just keep backing up. Keep backing up. I want you to go into laser. Oh no, I almost pushed. She kind of got out of the way, and I almost pushed myself. Oh wait. Oh no, I thought she had a little damage now. Come on, you can do it. I want to mine you for resources. Oh, screw you. You guys are grinding my gears here. Same with the atmospheric facility. Underground complexes would be cool. Oh, hell yeah. That would be awesome. And I mean, like, you could even load them in on another level. Like, you know, it's like you take an elevator to get down to them, and it wouldn't, like, ruin my immersion. And, like, we would get some cool, like, underground bases. Yeah, I absolutely agree with that. Like, the university I worked at, half the campuses. So, okay, so... This is gonna be weird, but like I went to college for like a semester. I dropped out, but it was a comedy program. I went to a comedy college, and the funny part was, yeah, the course wasn't funny at all. But no, the funny part was that the comedy college was on a campus that had been transformed from what it used to be, which was a mental institution. So of course it went from a bunch of screaming maniacs to okay, I'm gonna take your access. Let me scan your face, dude. What a face. Thank you for holding still for that scan. I will make your death swift. But yeah, so it went from like a bunch of raving lunatics to another set of raving lunatics. But the fun part is that all the, it was like, imagine like a row of, like little house-shaped kind of things. I guess like little houses. They were all connected underground by these underground passages. Because, like, they didn't want to bring the mentals, like, out into the daylight. So they would, like, move them from, like, asylum to asylum. And so, yeah, we had our comedy class in the mental institution. And, well, the former mental institution. And that's my story. And I'm sticking to it. You just been to the pub to meet a couple of friends. Oh, man. That sounds like a good time. Hope you had fun at the pub. I'm going to meet some friends later. I'm actually, I can stream like for another half hour to 60 minutes, like hopefully enough time just for me to finish all these missions. And then I'm going to be heading out to the country. Well, not really the country, but like the edge of the suburbs, the galactic rim of our local suburban area. And going to see some friends from high school. We're going to be having a bonfire. We're going to get some drinkies, some drinky poos. And we're gonna have a good time. It'll be awesome. It's one of those things where, you know, when you get to be like, you know, a quote-unquote adult. I'm adult. Oh, hello. But when you get to be an adult, as I ruthlessly murder people. Oh, there we go. Objective complete. We done it. We did the thing. But now we must take their power regulator. No. Radioactivity data. Do I even need that? But yeah, it's like you get to be an adult, and you find that just, you know, life is hard, man. It's like hard to get together with your old friends and make that time. You just don't have the same time that you did in the past. Like one of them has got a baby that they've popped out, and those things take a lot of time and effort. Apparently, I'm like, I feel like. Humanity should develop some sort of technological. I want that. We should develop some kind of technological solution to make babies easier. Like you just put them in a room with a Roomba, and the Roomba kind of just like raises it, and then, you know, it just pops out the baby when it's done. It's a full-fledged, you know, working adult, and and then profit, right? But no, it's like, you know, you gotta spoon feed these babies, literally. It's like, don't be such a baby. But yeah, it's like, I'm at that age now where it's like, yeah, the circle of friends, got another couple of friends that are, you know, trying to get pregnant, and I'm like, well, that's the fun part. Good luck with everything that comes after it. But keep trying. Try every night. What is this? No! No, 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 no. I'm fully on. Okay, what is it that... it's always this stuff. So let's see. I need to bring mission critical thing. Okay. I want the tungsten carbide. What do I not need? I could probably sacrifice 3 optical lenses. I said 3. Like, this is so annoying. And to do this kind of suit management, or have to, like, emergency board, and you're literally like, imagine if I'm being shot at right now. I'd be a dead man. You can't get back in your ship without doing, like, this inventory management. Here's the solution, is just get rid of, get rid of all the, specific, okay. Why can't I, phrase this thing? Get rid of, these general storage caps and go with the way that you do it for ship materials, where every material has a storage cap. So, hey, I'm full on graphene, cool. I don't need to board, and, you know, it'll, give me all the stuff that I'm not free on. Okay, there we go. Emergency board. I'm just going in and then back out because I'm going to take the power regulator. Because you know why? They made me angry. They tried to shoot me. So nothing changed. Yeah, well, it was so it was an interesting course. I had to drop out for reasons, but I remember it was okay, there were 3 courses in it that I thought were good. One was improv. That was a lot of fun. I don't know if it was a valuable use of my time, but it was fun. Then you had a mishmash of acting courses that were cannibalized. So we had a voice class, and imagine you put a bunch of people in they're in school for comedy, right? And then the teacher's you're gonna bend over and you're gonna let your arms just flow towards your toes, and then take a deep breath and exhale, and as you exhale you're gonna say peachy peachy. And of course we're all just giggling because it's ridiculous. And yeah, so then there was I wanted to go for comedy writing, right? It was comedy writing and performance, but there was a stand-up class, and we learned mic technique and how far away from your mouth you must hold the mic. And then of course, every person in the class would just start deep throating the mic like it was a penis, because it's a comedy course. It's where all the class clowns end up when they they're not interested in going into business school or whatever. But yeah, there was a lot of bullshit courses. There was literally a physical comedy course, and that one made me question why they charge tuition, because literally the content of that course was today we're gonna play British Bulldog. It's okay, we are paying for a college education, and here we are playing British Bulldog. It's what's the lesson that we're learning today? Well, how to be physical. It's okay. Yeah, there are some pretty darn pointless courses, and then it was kind of cool. I got to meet the artist in residence or whatever was Joe Flaherty, which I don't know if this dates me or maybe it dates you if you know it, but there was a thing called SCTV back in the day. This was the Canadian kind of version of sketch comedy. Americans had their SNL, we had SCTV, and out of SCTV, a lot of very talented people came out of that. You had John Candy, Eugene Levy, Martin Short, a lot of the sort of Second City SNL people from the golden days came from SCTV. Rick Moranis, Dave Thomas, and all that. And then Joe Flaherty. Joe Flaherty played he was on SCTV playing a lot of different roles, and he was actually the resident guy. So it was cool. I got to meet him in that program. But then some of the teachers would be one of the teachers who taught the was it the writing course or whatever? Yeah, he was Dracula on SCTV. See, Valor, you know SCTV. SCTV is great, by the way. Classic comedy. Classic Canadiana comedy. But yeah, Joe Flaherty was kind of like there for the course, but you never really saw him. Like, you saw him around campus, but I'm like, what does he do? It's like a artist in residency. Like, do you just like get to hang out and get paid for that? I don't know. Maybe I didn't get deep enough in the course, but like, our stand-up teacher was like a stand-up comic who, like, you know, not many people know of, and he played a lot of corporate gigs. Our writing teacher was like, yeah, I'm on this show called Train 48, which is like an improv show about people on the GO train commuting. It was like a cheap Canadian show that was like 2 seasons. So they were all like working in some capacity, which was neat. But it's like, yeah, like literally I'm spending days playing like British Bulldog or going peachy peachy while trying to touch my feet, right? So I dropped out of that course after a semester. Just got a job, you know. No, I think it'd be fun. I had to do stand-up twice as part of that course. So we actually performed at Yuck Yucks, and like it was a student night or whatever, but like I had to go up on stage and do stand-up, and honest to God, like I'm not really good at that. I probably just should have put more. Maybe if I put effort into it, I'd be. I guess that goes without saying for anything, right? But like I don't know, stand-up is very. That's a tough gig. That's a real tough gig, you know? Ah, crap, I forgot. I'm maxed out. Okay, what is it that I'm not going to get? I don't need viscoelastic polymer. But I do want the data. And the goods. Give me the goods. Alright, everything else can be discarded. I don't care. But yeah, he was Dracula on SCTV. He did a bunch of stuff on that show, but mostly known for being Dracula. Look at that, though. I like that little sun peeking out. Imagine if our sun looked like that. It kind of looks like 80s, like, synthwave kind of like style. Okay, do I have any more missions here? Nada. Okay, I might do a quick bio break. And then what? We've got basically Amphaloki, Bolognese, and then back to Saon. Why is there like an active mission there? I got everything done. Or did I? Will it tell me what missions I have? There should be like a missions tab here, right? Where it's like, what missions do I have here? I guess it doesn't tell you. Oh well, I'm gonna do a quick bio break. I'm just wondering, should I do it right here? No, everyone's dead there. Who cares? I'll just get a nice little lineup of. Oh yeah. Why is that landing pad out? Is there someone landing here? Like everyone's dead, dude. I killed them all. And took out the power. Why are you landing here? I don't know. Anyway, you guys have fun with a little riot, and I'll be back shortly. And then we'll finish off these missions for the Dangus. Where is my Bebo break? Bebo break! Bebo break! Alright, I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. How many kidneys were dislodged during this bio break? What? Excuse me. I had something in my throat. It was a burp. Yeah, this is a nice sunset though. Any suggestions for red wine? Yeah, drink it in a park at night. I like red wine. I drink red wine. Maybe a nice Chianti to go with your kidneys. Hannibal Lecter, you know. All right, I think we'll do Amphilochi and then do Bologna's. We'll do the bologna. Save the best for last. The old home system. Our little stomping grounds. Magnus Riotus. Indomina Dangus. Oh, Latin. For the kidneys. I ate his liver with a nice Chianti and some fava beans. I need to rewatch Silence of the Lambs. In fact, I think I'll do a marathon soon of like... I was thinking about rewatching Silence of the Lambs and then Hannibal, which... Like, I remember seeing Hannibal and being like, it was okay, but maybe it's aged well. Like a fine wine or a fine kidney. What do we have to do here? Oh, Philpott's terminal. Okay. What do we have to do there? Emplacement grid? No, that's Bologna's. Yeah. Disable the emplacement grid. We need to give it a nice little boop. It's like weird too, the Odyssey mission, like, okay, so for like a normal space mission, when you complete it, you will see like there's no timer on it, therefore it's done, right? Like you don't have a time to like have to collect it. But the Odyssey missions, you still have a timer to collect it. So you can't like do the mission and then like log off. You have to go back and redeem them. Otherwise you fail them for some reason. I don't get that. Don't get, maybe it's like a mission transaction server, like they need a clean mission transaction server leads to a clean mind. Oh my god, I've been watching the Harley Quinn show, the cartoon. It's freaking hilarious. My favorite character on that is Bane. The Bane on that show is the funniest Bane in the universe. If you watch that show, just watch it for Bane. Bane is my favorite character. But yeah, I was thinking about, yeah, I need to rewatch the Hannibal stuff. I really want to watch the Hannibal show as well, the one with Mads Mikkelsen playing Hannibal. That was really, really good. I really enjoyed that show. It wasn't like the best show ever, but it was like very enjoyable. And I guess like that kind of, like there was also the Red Dragon movie with Edward Norton. And I rewatched that not too long ago, and it was okay. But you could just watch the Hannibal and then the Hannibal movie. Whoa, lighting change. Okay, so we just need to find the settlement power grid, and we need to go boom boom on it. Where does it be? It's here. Boom boom. And we're done. It's that easy. Okay. Now I'm stuck though. Alright, thank you for your time. Thank you for your business. Moving on. Easiest one to do. The old Red Dragon movies is great. Like, I thought it was okay. Like, compared to Silence of the Lambs, I think Silence of the Lambs is better. But it was okay. But I think I liked how they did the Red Dragon. Because correct me if I'm wrong, because I could be wrong. Maybe I'm misremembering. But like they did the Red Dragon plotline in the Hannibal show as well, with like Francis Dollarhide or whatever. Great job, Commander. The chaos caused by disabling the impairment is just what we hoped for. I love anarchy factions. It's like our goals are just to mess shit up. We're just agents of chaos. But Ray Fiennes or whatever, he was a pretty creepy Francis Dollarhide. remember there was like that whole subplot where he's like dating this girl and she doesn't know he's like a serial killer. She's all like a sweetheart or whatever. Alright, Barf Enterprises. We just gotta blow up another thing, and then there's another thing we have to do here. There's 2 missions in Bolognaise. Okay. Yeah, I think we lucked out with Bolognaise. I think it's a decent system. Some good times had here. How many carriers we got? Oh wow, okay. Dead Star Harbor, the Sonoma, the Sulaco, the Last Ditch Cantrip, Dead Star Harbor again. Yeah, this one's being decommissioned. This one's coming alive. The Germano Mosconi. I don't know that one. And then Red 2. That's Tacosos. It's actually quite a lot of carriers for a little backwater system like this. But a fine home for Dangus Investigations. But yeah, if you haven't watched the Hannibal series, it was directed by Brian Fuller, who did like some Star Trek, like Deep Space Nine. He was supposed to do something that didn't work out. What was it? He was supposed to be, I think he was supposed to do Star Trek Discovery. And then for some reason it didn't work out, and they brought in like the J.J. Abrams company or whatever, Damon Lindelof or what's his name? And Star Trek Discovery ain't so good. I would have loved to see a Brian Fuller Star Trek series. That said, eventually we got Strange New Worlds, and Strange New Worlds is pretty dope. I saw like a little bit of a teaser for Picard Season 3, and I'm like, I hated Picard Season 1 and 2. Really did not enjoy them. Like, just found them like utterly cheap and just terribly written. Even like Picard himself, like I don't feel like he feels like Picard anymore. I don't have any high hopes for Season 3, but I'm like, you know, if I could just watch Season 3, because you got Riker back, you got Beverly Crusher, you got all the old TNG cast. If I can just pretend Seasons 1 and 2 never happened, and Season 3 is good, I'll be very pleased. But I don't have my hopes up. Strange New Worlds, however, I've really, really enjoyed that show. I like that guy, Anson Mount. Great captain. Lots of charisma. My only qualm about it is I think like it relies a little bit too much on nostalgia. Like, funny enough, I watched the Glass Menagerie, which is the 2-parter Star Trek episode, where basically it's like all Captain Pike. It's like they filmed a Star Trek pilot without William Shatner. And then they were like, we don't like this captain. We want someone different. And then they found William Shatner. But Leonard Nimoy is still in that. And so that's where Leonard Nimoy and Pike have their relationship from. And, yeah, it's like all about the crippled Captain Pike and Spock taking over the Enterprise, setting it on course for this planet. And then they, like, put him on court-martial. And I'm not going to, spoil too much of the episode, but, like, it's actually a pretty good 2-parter. It's a pretty interesting episode. And it's like, okay, as I'm watching Star Trek Strange New Worlds, it's like, okay, like, they're establishing more of, like, the Spock and Pike relationship. And I'm like, okay, that's cool. I don't mind seeing that. But, like, minor spoilers, Captain Kirk appears in the show, and he's like recast, and I don't know, the vibe was off for me. And Uhura's in there as well, and it was just like, okay, I think we're relying a little bit too much on nostalgia here. Because again, you have a character like Uhura, and like, Uhura and Spock are going to survive. Pike's going to survive, although he will eventually get deformed. It's like, nothing bad's ever going to happen to a main character. Though, I guess in the original Star Trek, it's not like they were going to kill Scotty off, right? Then TNG comes along, and it's like, yeah, they killed Tasha Yar. Holy crap. Like, that's never been done before. Ooh, we got a Crusader there. Just camping out. Alright, time to boop a power grid. If you could just hold still, I'm just going to do a little bit of rocket surgery. Where'd it be? There it is. Boop. Oops. That wasn't a hard enough boop. Notice how, because this is an anarchy system, I'm also not getting trespassing fines. Boop! Mission done. SRV required, my ass. Alright, time to leave. See, I didn't even get a fine for that, right? Okay, now they're all red. Oh, okay, now they're mad. Okay, run away. Back to space. I love those missions. You just go down, boop the power grid, say goodbye, get paid. I swear, after doing all these missions, oh, okay, I think no, hold on. What do I have to do else in this system? Okay, go here. Oh, I've got 3 missions here. Okay, interesting. Interesting. But yeah, like all these missions, when I cash them in, I guarantee you we're gonna get like 60% in Saon, because it's such a tiny system. If you drop your beer at the bar, the inf changes. Look at this lumpy old planet. I love the horror tunes in the background. This is Takoso sent me this one when I was doing the Event Horizon episode. And I'm just like, I need some horror stuff. Creeps me out. I watched a horror movie recently. What was it called? I can't even remember. It was so bad. It was like set in the 18th century or something. But I watched actually something interesting. There's a movie called Fall, and it's like a really cheesy movie. It's like one of those thrillers where it's like all based around one concept. So if you're afraid of heights and you watch this movie, you're gonna get scared because of heights. And it's basically like two girls decide to climb a radio tower, and then they get stuck at the top of it, like dumbasses. But I found it thoroughly entertaining. Like, the writing is terrible. There's a terrible twist in it. Some emotional roller coaster moments. But it's like 90% of the movie is just these 2 girls at the top of a radio tower being like, shit, what do we do? But I did enjoy it. If you're looking for something that's like kind of corny, watch Fall. If you're afraid of heights, at least you will get a little bit like, ah. I definitely had a couple moments where I was like, the shots were making me a little nauseous. But in a good way. The good kind of nauseous. Like, you know, the good pukies. Like a roller coaster. Alright, what do I have to do here? I have to kill people, that's why. Yeah, I think both of the kill missions are in Bologna. Okay, these are just assassinations. The question is, did they care about covertness? No. And no. Okay, cool. Sweet. Okay. May the dark blue tell me where I need to go. Christ Complex. We need to do a murder. But only one murder. One murder per place. I'm just wondering, what would be, I guess my exobiologist rank I could probably get up pretty quickly. I'm thinking for next stream, I'm like debating whether I want to do like, okay, do I finally buy that FDL and start engineering it? But that would require me to grind through the week to get some like materials to do that with. Or do I want to do like, just like try to get a rank up? Exobiology is like, it feels really, really slow. Like, I'm only a collector rank, but it's like, even when you scan like 17,000 plants, it moves up like an inch. The grind. Alright, coming in at Christ. Christ analysis. Well, if anyone out there has, I've been watching the Lord of the Rings show too. Lord of the Rings show, I'm actually enjoying the Rings of Power. I am enjoying it. I'm not watching the Game of Thrones ones because I can't do 2 fantasy shows at once because I'll get confused. But like, I like the Lord of the Rings movies. I like that world, so it's kind of just neat to see a little bit more of it. was that? I heard like a deep rumbling and the building shook. It might have just been a truck going by. You're out in the dark and find exobiology kind of relaxing? Yeah, if you're doing it just for the pure joy of exploration, then I think it's good. If you're trying to chase rank, though, I guess it's like, this goes with it saying that in Elite, when you play, if you have no goal and just kind of go with the flow like I'm doing here, like, I'm just going to take a bunch of missions, do missions, it's an enjoyable time. I really enjoy it. As soon as you go like, okay, I want to do something really specific, that's when the game seems to work absolutely every hand, tooth, and nail all against your progress. I wonder if we could do a CQC grind day where we fly against each other and crank up the kills. I like your thoughts. I like your thought pattern. I like your thought brain there, Valor. Yeah, we should do that. Just get a bunch of people in lobbies and then just like do one round where I kill you 25 times, then do another round you kill me 25 times. We'll all be CQC Elite. The problem is, like, literally, okay, so to get to CQC Elite, you need something ridiculous, like 25,000 kills. Like, even if we did that, and we had no, like, lobby instancing or whatever issues, it's still gonna take, like, an eon. Why did he have his shields up? Chauncey Morrison. What a great name. So we need Parker Rios. Are you Parker? No, don't look at me. Don't look at me. What I need is like a computer. Uh-oh. Are you Parker Rios? No?
Was that device warning you?
Zapadoo. I don't like to be scammed. Okay, Parker might be inside, so maybe... Did you have access? No, only 0. I don't understand why some of these guards have 0 access. Like, you're literally guarding the facility. I'm not even going to give you level 1 access. Like, you can't even get to the bathroom. I know, like, most of us space people just go in our suits, but it's a question of trust. That could be Parker. Are you Parker? No, you're Doug. Okay, I need computer. Oh wait, it's only level 0 to get in. Okay. So maybe the guards are allowed to go to the bathroom. You just don't need access to go inside, apparently. Here's a computer. Rings of Power is nice. Plenty of missed opportunities to go deeper into the lore. Yeah, I feel like, it feels like there were a couple scenes that were, like, cut. And I'm like, oh, I would have liked to see that scene. And maybe it's just, like, for interest of time or for budget or whatever. But it's just neat to get to see, like, you know, more of that Tolkienverse. More of the lore. Don't look at me. Don't look at me. I'm gonna pretend to go over here. Don't look at me. Oh crap. Alright, well, change of plans. Murder everyone. This door's open. Okay, shields up. Okay, I need access. And also those... Okay, you. Do you have access? You're level 2, I'll take you. Give me that access. Maybe I could get Parker to come to me. Are you Parker? Oh, you're Edward Gutierrez. I don't like it when they have the oppressors in the hallways. Like, the oppressor is not a great gun for, like, long distance combat, but in, like, close quarters, oh my god. That was not my target. Okay, I see Parker. They're actually trying to get to me, which is super convenient. Oh, Chauncey! Oh, Chauncey, no! I don't want to murder you, Chauncey, but... Oh my god, okay, there's a lot of you. Oh, no! 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 Okay, I got a little overwhelmed there. I did not expect them to gang up on me like that. Okay, well, that's one mission failed. Oops. Oh, you watched the first episode? I didn't know Andor was out. Okay, interesting. Interesting. Kind of Lord of the Flies in space? Wait, what? Like Andor is Lord of the Flies in space? Thank you for the Fs. I was doing so well, and then just like, oops, I got a little sloppy there. I know, it took a while. I haven't. That's the only F I've had this stream. I'm doing good, except for now. All right, so that's one mission failed. Whatever, Parker Rios. You get to live and fight another day. Oh, and then I gotta go here, and where? Here. Actually doesn't show me a settlement. Sometimes these guys you have to murder, they go just to a random bit of space, and then like you'll see them there next to an eagle kind of thing. I guess that's maybe where this target's gone. Maybe I have to get close to the planet to find them. But Andor I'm interested in watching, but again, I'm kind of like, again, it's sort of like prequel syndrome, right? Where I'm like, I don't mind prequels, but when they have, like, even with the Rings of Power, I'm kind of like, okay, what's good about it is, like, Elrond and Galadriel, you know, are going to make it to Lord of the Rings, so they're not really stakes characters where you're like, okay, like, oh no, I'm worried if Elrond dies. He's not going to die, because he's in Lord of the Rings. But there's so many other characters that obviously, like, aren't in Lord of the Rings that could die, so you kind of don't know what's going to happen. But Andor, again, yeah, it's like, you know that the main character is going to survive. So if there are good, like, side characters that you get to love and could be potentially murdered, then there's some tension. But prequels often just, like, lack tension. Like, that's the main problem I have with the Star Wars prequels. Like, you know Anakin Skywalker is going to become Darth Vader. You know Luke and Leia aren't going to die. You know, like, Obi-Wan's not going to die. I guess Qui-Gon could have been a stakes character, but they killed him off in that first movie. But it just sort of takes a little bit of that fun out of it because you know where it's going, right? Like, imagine if when they made, like, Red Dragon as a prequel to, like, Silence of the Lambs, if, like, Clarice Starling had been in it, right? Like, it's kind of cool that they had, like, what is his name? William... What was the name of, like, Ed Norton's character, or the guy from the show? I can't remember it. It was Will something. But, like, okay, like, he could potentially die, and, like, that wouldn't affect Silence of the Lambs. So I feel like you gotta be careful with prequels. That's what I had a big problem with Obi-Wan for. Is, like, literally, like, Leia was a stakes character. And, like, oh no, Leia's been kidnapped. And it's like, okay, baby Leia is gonna... She could potentially die. It's like, no. She won't. She's in the next movie. It's like, you could have just, like, had any other character that didn't exist in Star Wars, and there would have been a little bit of tension there. Alright, well, one more mission left, and then I'm gonna go hand them all back in Saon. We failed one. But that's okay, because, like, 1 out of, like, 10, that's okay. We're still gonna be on the positive side of INF. And then I don't know how long it takes for INF to get in there, if it's, like, a daily tick, or if we have to wait till, like, a Thursday kind of thing, but we'll see what that does for us in Saon. It'll probably be, like, 2%, and I'll be like, what? Yeah, the whole Leia bit was lame storytelling. It was just like I didn't mind that those characters were in it, but it was kind of like, okay, at the whole thing that it built to at the end is, oh no, is she gonna kill Luke Skywalker as a baby? Obviously not. Like, why? And it's like, oh, people will care because it's Luke Skywalker. It's like, no, it's actually, like, kind of cheesy. Like, this isn't Luke Skywalker's story, it's Obi-Wan. Like, they should have had, like, a friend of Obi-Wan that they built up over the series be the stakes character kind of thing. It's like, maybe, like, at the beginning, like, all Obi-Wan's like, oh, I don't want no friends no more. I'm just going to work here in this meat factory because because, you know, all my friends died. And then, like, okay, he makes a new friend. And that kind of happens. There was, like, a girl character in there, and she does die. And it was, like, that was a good scene, because, like, oh, it's, like, Obi-Wan allowed an attachment to happen, and then, like, she died. And he's like, it's happening all over again. That's a nice proper gas drive. This just looks like a Saturn. But yeah, you know, that's prequel problems for you. It's like, this is the thing with Hollywood. It's just like, there's not that many like good new ideas, and it's just like they just recycle old properties over and over again. Rings of Power is more interesting. Why are the elves jerks? When will Galadriel become the version herself we see? Yeah, like, I can buy, like, some people were saying, like, oh, I don't know if I like Rings of Power, because, like, Elrond and Galadriel seem different from the movies. And I'm like, this is, like, hundreds of years before then. Like, we're seeing them before they evolved, and yeah, it could be kind of interesting to see, like, you know, Elrond has his daughter, and that kind of changes him, right? Like, I'm fine with that sort of stuff. I think definitely, like, there we go, encrypted signal. Just needed to fly close enough to see it. Like, I like the fact that the elves are sort of, like, jerkish in their power, and it's like, oh yeah, like, we might fade from reality. That might be the catalyst to change them and, you know, become what they are in Lord of the Rings. I really like Durin from that show, though. Durin is the man. I love Durin. The actor who plays him is doing such a great job. I really like the Durin thing. The Hobbit stuff is okay. I like it. But it's all about Durin. And just like, give me more Durbin. Durbin. You dislike the one lady in Obi-Wan who died. Obi-Wan was just 5 meters next to her. I know, though, right? Like, it's like, what is this whole, like, I'll stay behind and just die for you. And it's like, you're buying him, what, 5 seconds? Like, that was really worth your life? Like, wouldn't you be a more valuable asset if you came with him and continued shooting at the bad people? Hello? Durin and his spouse are top. Oh yeah. I'm like, the dwarves are just like one of my favorites. Like, hilarious. Look at these lovely colored mountains over there. Yeah, I think Rings of Power is worth watching. Like, I also like seeing Numenor. I thought that was really cool. Like, we always hear about the blood of Numenor is spent. This is all like Return of the King stuff, right? But it's like to actually see like Numenor in its prime. That's dope. Yo, Elendil's badass. The only thing I'm like, okay, Rings of Power. The one thing I think is a little cheese, is like there's like that dude that Galadriel meets on the boat, and it's like he kind of looks like Aragorn. And then like, oh yeah, he's the king of the south, and we need to return the king to the south. And it's like, I feel like I've seen this before somewhere. Elves that live forever have babies? Well, I assume, like, even like, dude was like, yo, I met your father, Elrond. He sailed up into the stars and shit. It's like, they have babies. Elf babies. Hello. I'm here to murder you. Thank you for your business. What loot do we have? Sure, I'll take them. This is a weird place to land your ship on the hill like this. Ooh, gravity's so low here. Like, even in a Dominator suit, when you get a jump like that, it's like, oh, wow. What is the gravity? 0.03. Okay. This would be a good place to try some force shell experiments. Yeah, it's like, oh yeah, the King of the South, he's back, and it's like, okay, this is like the same thing. It's like, next thing you know, they're gonna have like him traveling with an elf and a dwarf, maybe Elrond and Durin, and then they'll be like, we have to wake up the Sleepy King, and then we gotta fight Mordor. I want to see them build Minas Tirith, though. That would be cool. Okay, I think we're done all the missions now. Yes. It is time to cash this in. For Saon. On Saonday. On Saturday. Saonday on Saturday. Heading back to Roddy's. But yeah, overall, I am enjoying it. I think what's really cool is like, yeah, seeing the men of Numenor in their prime, and seeing also the dwarf city of Khazad-dûm when it's not, you know, the mines of Moria and, you know, all you know, shitty like. I'm really enjoying just like, you know, again, more content in Tolkien world that is like the older ages, because like I read the Silmarillion, and honestly, like it was a pretty tough read. Like Tolkien was kind of like, I guess like making that just for fun because he's like a historian or whatever. And like some of the stories are okay, but a lot of it does read kind of like a boring history textbook. But there are some cool stories in there, and like I would love to see another Lord of the Rings prequel going back to the First Age and see like yeah, like I want to see like the original OG elves with their Cimmerils or whatever fighting Balrogs. There was like one particular story where like a castle was like sieged by Morgoth, right? I would love to see a follow-up series that goes back even time to that time and explores some of those myths. But this one is kind of like, you know, it's like before Lord of the Rings, but long enough that like I guess it's like Second Age or whatever, where it's like, okay, Morgoth has been defeated, and you know, the Cimmerils have been lost and all that sort of stuff. But it's like before the rings were made, so it's like an interesting time. But I don't know, man. I'm enjoying it. Like some people are not enjoying it, and I'm like, why not? It's pretty good. Some people are saying like the special effects, and I'm like, yeah, okay. Like if you watch the Peter Jackson Lord of the Rings, like yeah, okay, fair enough. It's like older, but there are some pretty janky green screen moments at points. Like I mean, for the most part, it does hold up because a lot of it was shot fairly practically. Like it's like I'm not knocking it. It's like some of my favorite movies. But like, you know, I don't think Rings of Power is that bad. Like it's a TV show, not a movie. But apparently, it cost Amazon $1 billion. It's like that's basically only 1/5 of the fleet carrier if you think about it. But I am enjoying it more than I enjoyed The Hobbit, which I felt was like, let's try to make Lord of the Rings again, but like with a story that did not have the weight or gravity. Alrighty, coming in on Roddy's. I feel like this has been a productive session. Like I've actually got some missions done. Done a lot actually. Just goes to show, yeah, load up on missions. Do a bunch of missions, and you know, like if you're not doing it for BGS, you can always like pick different factions that give different mission types. But Anarchy missions, I think, are the most fun. My favorite is the just like boop the power grid. It's so easy, and then like scan the megaship, quote unquote, hack them with my scanner. But yeah, there's lots of work to be done before these Stargoids show up. We've got about a month, and I figure, okay, I'm gonna have to do some massive material grinding over the next couple weeks. It's hard to find the time for it right now. Like, I don't know, that might even just be the stream next week, is like, let's just grind for materials. Because I need to. And I'd also like to get my suits modded. So, yeah, it's just like, I gotta actually start doing the hard labor of grind. All right, let's start raking it in. Health monitors actually do need. I'm gonna take that. The inf was the same across the board. I don't need reputation with my own faction because, you know. So here, the cash would be nice, but like I'm gonna go for inf. Like, if it's just cash, I'll take inf. Yeah, we'll take the inf. Doing it for Dangus. Give me that inf. Inf. And if it comes down to materials versus inf, so in this case, yeah, it's like, do I want $1.2 million or do I want biotech conductors? Well, this will ease the grind, so I'm going to go with biotechs. You feel like you're the only one in the world who don't love the Lord of the Rings movies. You've seen all of them. At the end, you seriously wondered why they didn't pick up a few eagles and just fly there. I mean, that's the big joke that everyone says. But then Sauron would have seen them coming, right, with his big old eye. Like, they were trying to be all secret and stuff, right? Ooh, okay, so this one's a tough one. Is like, do I go for Inf 5 or refined focus crystals? Ooh. I think in this case, I am going to go with Inf, just because, like, I'm doing this for Dangus, not for me. But, no, I'm going to do Inf. Inf it up, baby. Inf to the moon. Now, in this case, yeah, your Inf is pretty much the same. I will go for the exquisite focus crystals. And then, yeah, security firmware or a whole lot of moolah. Materials. I mean, if you take aside the whole eagle thing, like Lord of the Rings, I think is like a spectacular achievement of just like, how do you take these 3 massive books and turn them into 3 massive movies? And damn, like it did not feel like we lost a lot of the, like, you know, there's so many things that they could have done in adaptation or whatever, but they stayed really, really true to the vision of the books. I mean, obviously Tom Bombadil got cut, and if you've read the books, it's like, okay, I can see why. Dude just like skips around singing all the time. It's like, and that was an entire chapter of the book. Okay, I think there might be. I only cashed in 8 missions. I thought there were 10, so there should be one more, but we'll find out. Either way, I'm gonna end the stream at the bar here. Let me in. I don't know. For me, like, I read the books a lot as a kid. Like, Lord of the Rings, just like this crazy epic trilogy. So many cool ideas. Like, really sort of like when you think about the fantasy genre, like how much of that draws from what Tolkien kind of put together. Don't I have one more? Oh, I guess not. Huh. Well, hold on. Oh, a tip-off. What the hell? Communicate for you, Commander. Our operatives have found some high-value data at a settlement belonging to our competitor. We would appreciate your help scanning it so we can keep ahead of them. Ooh, and it gives me latitude and longitude. This message is also uploading the encryption key you'll need to access the data core. It's likely someone's already there. They won't be invincible, but you should be prepared for trouble. Remember, someone might already be on the way there, so you could have competition. Ooh. Should I do this? I can't do it right now because I have to. Yeah, I have to end the stream because I have to get ready for going out. So I'm just going to the bar and pretend that tip-off never happened. Those are cool though. I wish there were a few more of those, but are all the chairs full? Oh my! Oh wait! Hold on! Wait! I remember what the last mission was. It was this lady. That's right. Okay, what do I want here? Credits, or influence? Well, I guess I'll go for the influence. So we'll find out in the next couple days, I assume, what this stream did. Because the population of 20,000 here, like literally, like the majority of the population is probably in this very facility. And that's why there's like, and yet only 20,000 people in this entire system, and I can't find a seat at the bar. How ridiculous is that? Absolutely ridiculous. But it was still fun to do some missions. And whoa, it's stuck up there. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll definitely do the stream next week, but you know, I might do some material grinding later in the week. It'll be late in the evening for you European folks, probably after your bedtime. I can't do it now, Loot. I gotta go, man. It's like I have to go. I have to like shower and get ready and all that sort of stuff, and then be like there to meet my friend in like an hour. So like, you know, I gotta do that thing, but. Oh my god, I'm so tired too. Like yawning and stretching. You should all yawn and stretch too. It's good for the throat muscles. But anyway, I'll see you guys next week on Saturday. So, you know, I'll be around. I'll give you a big old... No, that's not a salute. That's a salute. That's an 07. But 07, guys, thanks for joining. And I will see you in the next Dangus. Enjoy the rest of your weekends. And, you know, do some missions for Anarchy. Have fun. Do some boom, boom, boom. And we'll see you later. Bye.